Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for All New X-Men issue 23, and this is part 3 of the Trials of Jean Grey. So next issue is going to be in Guardians of the Galaxy, and again in All New X-Men. So, actually it's going to be, Guardians of the Galaxy, All New X-Men, and Guardians of the Galaxy. So it's going to actually end in Guardians of the Galaxy. So before I start talking about this issue, just want to give you guys a little update. Finally, Comic Frontline has officially launched, so if you want to go subscribe. We got a lot of good things coming up there, so subscribe Comic Frontline. And of course, I have Comic Uno episode 35, and that's the show where I review all the comics read this week on one show, and that's on Comic Frontline. So, and it'll be annotated also, but here are those exclusive comics for that show. We got The Bunker, issue 1 from Oni Comics. Nightwing, issue 28. Wolverine the X-Men, issue 41. Smallville, issue 3, Alien. Forever Evil, Rogues Rebellion, issue 5. And then Marvel Knights X-Men, issue 4. I always think it's issue 5. I feel like it's a 6-issue miniseries, but it's only 4 issues. But let's talk about All New X-Men, issue 23, which is part 3 of Trials of Jean Grey. Which I think it's technically supposed to be part 2, because Guardians of the Galaxy had its part 1, and All New X-Men had its part 1. So I think technically this is part 2, but technically part 3 at the same time, if you understand what I'm saying. Let's talk about this cover. Cool cover. Not much detail, but I've been pretty excited for this Trials of Jean Grey anyway, so I didn't really even pick it up for the cover. I'm mostly picking up because of the excitement and hype of Trials of Jean Grey. But the art's okay, but again, it's a little plain, the cover. But let's see what's going on with the story. So in this issue, we get to see that Jean Grey is stuck. She's being imprisoned by these people. I'm pretty sure it's the Kree who are stealing her and wanting her to be on trial. And they're trying to figure out, did she do the crime, didn't she? And obviously, this Jean Grey, didn't do the crimes yet. And now the Guardians of the Galaxy, the other X-Men, are trying to find Jean. That way they can break her out. Because they believe that Jean Grey obviously doesn't deserve this. And honestly, that's all that happens in this issue. It's really not a progressing issue. A lot of action, but it's an okay issue. There's some fun stuff here. The dialogue for All New X-Men is always great. I love Brian Michael Bendis' dialogue for all these characters. I think he knows them very well. Probably my favorite line was from Kitty, where she's like, you know what, I hate space. Space and me don't work, because if you remember, the way she died was in space, the whole bullet thing. So I thought that was a good reference. As a Kitty Pryde fan, I noticed that. And of course, we have the Groot stuff. We have some good Guardians of the Galaxy dialogue. Some comedy here. Iceman wanting me a princess, which is pretty funny. I had a fun time with this issue, but again, not a lot is happening here. And then randomly, Scott is able to be saved by the bubble thing, and Beast randomly are on the ship with the Guardians of the Galaxy, and there's no point between part 1 and part 2 and part 3 where this save with Guardians of the Galaxy and Kitty and all them saving Beast and Cyclops, and I think Iceman too. So I thought that was a little weird that they randomly showed up on the ship, because I know 3 of them were stolen in both issues of Guardians of the Galaxy and All New X-Men with their last issues. So that was a little confusing. I don't know really how that all happened, because now it's just Jean Grey. I wish they had a little time in this issue to explain that, and they had a lot of time in this issue to explain it, because again, there's not a lot happening here. So I'm going to give it a 3.5. I was going to give this 4 stars, but really thinking over, the story is not that strong here, but it's an okay issue enough to pick up. And I'm excited to see the rest of Trials of Jean Grey. It's not saying this story arc is going to be bad. I think it actually could be really good. It's just saying this issue was a little slow, and, some things pop up here that maybe should have been explained. But the art's still really good. There are times where the discussions are very cluttered, though, because there are a lot of people on the same page, I guess because it's a big crossover with All New X-Men, which is already a big roster, and Guardians of the Galaxy, which is already a big roster, so having them all combined on one page, it does have some clutterness to it, so that's another complaint about it. Maybe I should lower my grade for this, I don't know. Honestly, I think I might. I'm going to give this just talking about it. Like, I came into this review with a higher grade, but really talking about it, there are a lot of problems with this issue. But I think I'm going to stick with the 3.5, because the art's good, the dialogue really is what made this issue for me, but there are problems with this issue too. But hope you guys enjoyed. Still excited to see where Trials of Jean Grey goes, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Rent Situations, and don't forget to like my Facebook page, and I'll see you guys later.